Does all the marketing for your accounting firm fall on your shoulders? If so, it could take up some valuable time that you know is better spent doing something else because your calendar is already maxed out. This is Lauren Fogelman with Business Success Solution. And you know that you want to stay visible in order to appeal to new clients. You're still looking to grow your firm. However, you feel like you have to choose sometimes between serving your clients, running your business, and also getting out there so that people are coming to you asking about your services. So that's exactly why I want to be talking about ChatGPT and how you can use it as a resource in order to strategically attract the right types of clients to your firms, the ones who value what you do and are not price sensitive. And one of the things I came across recently is research by Gusto. They said that 63% of accounting firms are specifically using ChatGPT in order to help create content. That is significant because it was a much lower number even about a year ago. And I just want to say, even if you're not tech savvy, ChatGPT can help you save time and also strategically grow your firm. All you need to do is have a clear plan on how to use it. So something to think about is, yes, whether it's creating content, posting regularly, figuring out what you want to say, it can be time consuming. Maybe you get stuck on the right words, or you can't find the right way to be able to phrase something, or you're wondering about what should I be saying. So if that happens, you know that it takes a lot of time. And it could be that you're busy, you want to be able to market, so you've either delegated it or maybe you outsourced it, but whoever else was doing it for you just didn't seem to capture your voice and actually what you want to say. It didn't feel like it was getting the right clients approaching your firm. And with ChatGPT, don't think it as taking over your marketing. What you want to do is look at it as a strategic partner to enhance your marketing. It can actually maintain your standards and keep it at very, very high quality. Now, what you want to think about is messaging. When you're out there, you want to attract those right clients to you, you need a very clear, specific message. And when you're too busy and you're not posting on a regular basis, then you end up being invisible to the very people who might be searching for you right at that moment. So this isn't always about doing things on your terms when you're ready. It's about looking at this as a marathon, long-term plans, long-term goals. Consistency gets results. And I know that when I first started looking at ChatGPT in the beginning, it sounded kind of robotic, kind of canned, very, very generic. However, it has quickly evolved. And the way to be able to keep it from being generic and sounding like everybody else, and it doesn't really represent your voice or your firm, is to give it very specific instructions that are tailored to the type of voice and response that you want, as well as representing your expertise. So when you're able to do that and really give it very specific instructions, you might find that what originally took you 3 to 4 hours over the weekend, creating all that content, can now be done in about 30 minutes or less when you have those right ChatGPT prompts. And the thing to look at is the more specific you are with your prompts, the more it's going to sound like you. And as a result of that, you're no longer going to need to appeal to everybody, which is very generalized statements. You're going to be able to teach it to be able to have content that appeals to quality clients, is top of mind for them, and also is going to save you time. So consider how ChatGPT might help you with that. And let me give you an example. You might type in this specific prompt. Your role as a marketer, write a LinkedIn post about why wait until tax season to catch up on bookkeeping and how that's risky for growing a business. Make it sound professional, but not stuffy. and include a call to action to schedule a consultation. So instead of looking at that blank screen for 45 minutes, finding the perfect words, you just go ahead and put that prompt in, those exact words I just gave you, and you're going to end up getting a starting point from ChatGPT. And then you can go ahead and make some little adjustments, some tweaks, so it sounds more like you, and really fine tune the message you want to get out there. So I just suggest take that exact prompt I just gave you, type it in, and see what happens. Let me repeat it for you. Your role as a marketer. Write a LinkedIn post about why waiting until tax season to catch up on bookkeeping is risky for growing businesses. Make it sound professional but not stuffy. Include a call to action to schedule a consultation. So try it out, see what comes up. But something to think about is that premium clients, they respond to clarity and confidence. Confidence is very, very sexy when it comes to marketing. And when your message tends to sound unsure, it's generic, it blends in with everybody else, it doesn't grab any attention, then people will just continue to scroll on by what you've posted, even if you spent hours coming up with that post. So we want to be able to have ChatGPT come up with exactly what you want to say in the way that you want to say it. And that is possible. You don't have to second guess about the wording. You don't have to worry about whether this is optimized for whether you're posting on LinkedIn or whether you're posting on X or Instagram. It can go ahead and modify the same post for each one of those different platforms. And once again, this isn't about trying to be end all, capturing everybody. It's about speaking directly to your specific client. So when you write specifically for your high premium clients about what it is that's top of mind for them, what results they want to achieve, then you can go ahead and start to capture those people, grab their attention, and have them start reaching out to you. We want them to see you as the obvious choice for their bookkeeping, tax, and accounting needs. So I'm going to give you another example of how to use ChatGPT strategically. Let's say you work with a manufacturing company, or those are your ideal clients are manufacturing companies. You might go ahead and create this prompt. Your role as a copywriter. Write a 3-email sequence for manufacturing CFOs explaining why specialized inventory accounting matters. Focus on how proper inventory valuation improves financial reporting and reduces tax headaches. Keep each email short, under 200 words, and end with a clear action step. And by putting in that exact prompt in a matter of moments, you will have the draft for your email sequence, and you can go ahead and just fine tune it, but it is going to be specifically for the challenges that manufacturing executives face. So think about if you can start emailing on a regular basis the people who are connected to you, who are following you, who already know what you do and want to share that with others. That is going to go ahead and naturally expand your reach. And by the way, you do not need to be a technology expert in order for this to work. Getting started is so much easier than what you think. So I'm going to give you some ideas on how to create an effective prompt. What you want to think about is being specific. The more specific you are, the better. You want to think about what is a specific challenge your ideal clients face? Who are your ideal clients? It might be something like business owners who are growing their revenue, but still struggling with cash flow. That might be something you want to think about. And then you can go ahead and create a detailed prompt. Once again, here's one that you can go ahead and use. Your role as a marketer, write 150-word LinkedIn post for business owners who are experiencing cash flow problems, even though their revenue is growing. Go ahead and explain how working with a proactive accountant can help them plan better, make it sound professional yet friendly, and end with an invitation to download our cash flow assessment guide. So that's a very specific prompt. Go ahead and use it, put it in ChatGPT, and see what response you get. So here's the formula to be able to get prompts that are tailored to your firm and don't sound like everybody else's. They're not generic and they're not canned. You want to be super specific about assigning a role to ChatGPT. Remember, I put in the beginning, you are a marketer for this particular prompt. You want to go ahead and in the prompt, let ChatGPT know who this is for. This is for manufacturing CFOs. You want to talk about the problem that that particular position or person is facing, how you can help them, and exactly what type of content you want, and a call to action. So that is something to think about. Those are the things to think about if you want to go ahead and create that prompt that gets you that unique content where you're not sounding like everybody else. And I realize you might still have some concerns about using AI for marketing. The most common question I hear is, won't my content sound just like everybody else's if I use ChatGPT? And as I've been mentioning, and it's worth repeating again, the answer lies in the details. If you want unique responses, then your prompts need to be specific and detailed. So some things to think about, once again, is teach ChatGPT about your firm's particular approach. Share real client success stories. Explain your professional philosophy. So those are some things to be able to teach it about your firm, who it serves, how it approaches working with clients, and the work that you do. And by being more specific, giving it that information, then ChatGPT is able to amplify your voice. It doesn't replace it. It amplifies it. It fine-tunes it. It gives you ideas so that this becomes easier instead of harder. And once again, the more specific you are, the more it is that you're going to be able to get a response that's tailored to your voice, your branding, and for your particular audience. So once again, we wanted to be able to give you something that really is going to work for you. So here's how you can start using it in your firm. You want to think about maybe creating a weekly email to stay in touch with your client list. Another idea is using ChatGPT to be able to draft 3 LinkedIn posts that you can do each week to maintain visibility. You can use ChatGPT to refresh your website service descriptions so that they better reflect the value that you offer your clients today. And once again, you don't need to outsource necessarily. You could, but you don't need to. And it's better than doing nothing. So by doing it this way, using ChatGPT as part of your marketing assistant or your marketing team, you get to stay in control of your branding, your voice, your tone, what's getting put out there. And you don't have to spend hours wondering, what do I say? I don't know what to post. So if you're ready to strategically attract quality clients to your firm, then let's talk. Let's have a conversation about that, because you shouldn't have to choose between taking care of your current clients and growing your firm. If we talk about how to be able to strategically and effectively approach expanding your reach, fine-tuning your voice, and growing your firm so that it's a firm that supports your lifestyle instead of one that drains the life out of you. Once again, effective marketing is not about doing more. It's about focusing on what matters with the right tools at your side. So let's discuss how to put these strategies together in your firm. If you feel that this resonated with you, please go ahead and let me know what works, what you took away, what this validated. Let me know what additional information you might be interested in hearing or learning about. I would love to be able to hear from you as to how this helped you, resonated with you, or just validated something you were thinking about. This is Lauren Fogelman showing accounting firm owners how to double their income working half the time.